the Kliq. I told you that everything is strength in numbers, and they had the numbers. You know, you had Diesel, you had Michaels, Helmsley, or Triple H, whatever the hell his, and then you had this number of these Scott Hall and all this group of guys that were actually telling Vince McMahon what to do. You know, and Vince was feeding it. You know, and you could even when Vince did his promo and he was cutting a promo and you know there's loyalty and what they quit 2 days later and went over there. I mean, it's just that Kliq was just phenomenal. It was terrible, terrible time.
Now, how did you feel towards them individually?
Well, you know what? It wasn't like you know I hated you. It just was bad business move. It was bad because it hurt a lot of people. And to them, I think it became like a joke because they had control. So I was like, okay, let's fuck with this guy now. Okay, well we got him out. Now let's go to this guy and let's ruin his life and let's get him fired. Okay, now let's go to this guy, and that's what they did. They just toyed with people's emotions and toyed with people's livelihood. They actually were, you know, you're taking bread off another man's table. Some of these guys had families and kids, and to them it was a big joke, and that's what I didn't like about the Kliq. You know, was the fact that they would just manipulate and control and dominate and hire and fire whoever they wanted, and it sucked.
Now, what problems did you see personally with that they had with Shane Douglas and Candido and Tammy?
Well, Shane Douglas was just when Troy came up. It was in Europe. He was working with Scott Hall. And there again, it was just a guy that they didn't want to deal with. It was a guy that they wanted to destroy. Maybe he said something or they just didn't like him. And they went after him. And then, you know what? They made him they made it hate him. You know, they made Shane hate it. I mean, he hated it up there. Because, you know, he's working with guys that would you know, mess spots up, and then you know if it wasn't Troy's fault, it became Troy's fault. Well, this guy's hard to work with, you know. It was such baby bullshit, you know, and it was sick to watch, you know. And then the thing with Tammy and Candido, and you know, where supposedly Sean was, you know, hitting on Tammy, and you know Chris was just in so much love with this woman, you know. I mean, geez, you know, I mean. It was driving him crazy, you know. We actually found, I wouldn't say a suicide note, but, you know, we found a note in Chris's bag that was pretty heavy, and, you know, Chris was depressed, man, and the depression was because of the Kliq, and then they were loving it. They were thriving on it. They were like, okay, let's see if we can make this kid kill himself, you know. And it's just terrible, and that's what I didn't like about it. And, you know, I just spoke my mind. And then, you know, before they could, you know, screw me up, you know, I did the match with LT, and then after the LT match, then, you know, that was it. You know, that I just got out before they got, you know, tried to destroy me. But, you know, and they were all pissed about that too, Michaels and Diesel, you know. And well, you know, they were making it very clear to me that they were the main event. And you're the main event. I said, but I'm the event. I'm wrestling LT. You're wrestling Diesel. But that was the problem with that. You know, but now, as you get older and you go on, you know, I have no animosity or no, you know, I just didn't like what they were doing at the time. And I'm not one of them people just to sit there and keep my mouth shut. You know, and just not say nothing, you know, because I thought Chris was very vulnerable. Candido was vulnerable, man, and I thought he was going to, you know, hurt himself or kill one of them assholes. And you know what? I tried to stop it. Once I got done with the LT match, I just wanted to get so far away from there, you know, and I mean, you know, it was ridiculous. Yeah, guys like Triple H carrying Diesels and Scott Hall's bags, and it was a joke, man. I mean, you know, look at him now. I mean, he's done really well. You know, I mean, he's come a long way. He's become a hell of a talent. He was a hell of a talent back then there. But I remember when you were carrying their bags, you little brown-nosed